right, guys, so we're going to get this call started right now then. We have a wonderful guest on the line right now named Stefania Lo Gatto. She's a beautiful mother of 3 boys, and I've watched her story as she started in the industry after I got started in the business. She had started in the industry and had a huge amount of success, then had a small setback, and then restarted her career path with direct sales again and just totally exploded. She was all in for the business opportunity, and she went out and became one of the top female network marketers, not just where she lives. She's currently lives in Dubai, but she's always traveling throughout Italy and throughout Germany and throughout all of Europe. I'm occasionally coming here to the U.S. as well to speak on different platforms, but she's become one of the top women in network marketing worldwide. Soon she's going to be in Las Vegas to speak with some of the other top network marketing women worldwide. So if any women are on the phone, I'm sure she'll be able to plug that in so you guys can get to Vegas to Eric Worre's event with the top female network marketers in the world. She's going to be one of the speakers on the panels that has been selected to speak, and she's on our team. So we have her support to help us. She wants to come out here to the U.S. to help us with some meetings as well. And we've just been power partners in the business. Her husband is Daniel Fire. They've both built individual businesses with Monavi, with me on my team, and they both built it separately. They met each other through the business. And now they're beautifully, happily married. They live in Dubai. But I'm just telling you, independently, they are incredible networkers. I'm excited to have them on the line today. I think that Stefania could teach not only the women something about this business and about the industry, but she can teach a lot of men about this industry. I watch every single thing she does. I admire her work ethic. I admire her tenacity. She's very well spoken, very, very well educated. Comes from an incredible family, and there's no question why she's successful and why she's going to be one of the top people worldwide, not just women, but of all people worldwide in the industry. I'm excited to have her as a very good friend. My wife loves her to death. Obviously, so many other women love you as well, Stefania, and I'm excited to accomplish big things with Stefania. Thank you for getting on the phone call today.
Oh my God, I am so flattered. I mean, this is incredible. Thank you, Calvin. I am so excited to be here, and let me just say that I am honored to have you as my leader. Really, you've been an example for me. I've been looking at your videos when I was just an executive and just started. I learned so much from what you taught, and also when you started to come and tour with me in Italy, you just showed me with your humility and your hard work what a leader really is. So I'm actually very honored, and I'm so blessed to be part of this team. And I'm very excited to be able to give some of my experience and also my fallbacks, you know, in everything we learn when we do good and bad things to the team, really. I'm very excited.
Cool. Thank you, Stefania. So I'm going to ask you some questions, and obviously you can elaborate, and we're done. If there's a few more things that you think the team needs to know, or if I can come up with any stuff, I'll let you know. But I want to get through these questions quickly because I know some people are at work and they're going to come back to listen later. But so let's get this party started, and let's get this call started for you. So my first question for you, Stefania. First of all, Stefania, how old are you right now?
I'm 39, nearly 40 in September.
Okay, and when did you get started in the industry?
3 years ago.
3 years ago, and you've had that much success. I think it was a couple of years ago. I was sitting with Daniel at the Network Marketing Pro event. He was going through your virtual office trying to come up with your guys' Excel spreadsheets, and you just started or something. And in that year, you were at $500,000 you'd made in that year, and you didn't even know it. That was the craziest thing.
No, I never check. I never check the money. I always make sure that first there is the success of my team, then the money just comes as a consequence anyway.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, good. So perfect. So I just want people to be able to relate to you, you know. And I know when I tell my story as a 26-year-old, you know, it's a lot different than now where I am at 34. I've grown a lot, and I build with a different group of people with a different mentality who've learned so much. So I just want people to relate to you, first of all. So thank you for that. And then, my first question for you is, obviously all of us are experiencing this transition to Jeunesse. We couldn't be more happier than becoming a part of Jeunesse. Of course, we've been tied to the products that we were building with first, but now we're learning an entirely new product line, which obviously is making a difference worldwide. We don't just have one good product. We have many good products. All of them are good. But how have you accepted the transition from the Monavi company, from Monavi to Jeunesse? How have you accepted that?
Well, in the beginning, I have to be honest, I was a little bit scared. I've never heard about Jeunesse, you know. I never heard about many other companies of network marketing because I don't consider myself really a networker. all I did was to do Monavi. I loved Monavi. I was focused on Monavi. I will be always forever grateful to Monavi. So in the beginning, I was a little bit scared. But then, once I went to Munich and I understood the owners and the leadership that we have in this company, and once I tested the product, I actually saw it as the biggest blessing in my life. Not only because 85% of my team is women, and so they went crazy for the creams, but also, I mean, we have incredible technology behind our supplements. And so this company that is going to hit $1 billion this year, I truly believe that, because by buying Monavi was the best thing that could have happened to them and to us. So right now, I couldn't be happier and thankful for this.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And when you say we're going to hit $1 billion this year, I just want to be clear. The company has already done $1 billion in revenue, but what Stefania is talking about is that we will do $1 billion within 1 year. Within just this year, we will do $1 billion.
Yeah.
When we talk about that fast $1 billion story, the Monavi company was the fastest to hit $1 billion in revenue, but Jeunesse will be the fastest company to actually do $1 billion within a single year. That is crazy right there. So, okay.
I know.
So Stefania, what do you like most about Jeunesse? So what do you like most about the company?
Well, definitely the fact that it's family owned. You know, I had the pleasure to meet Scott Lewis and Wendy and Randy personally, and they're amazing people. I feel they are very honest and that they put the distributors first. So for me, this is very important. Also, the pay plan is very generous. I believe, I'm not good with numbers, Calvin, help me out, but I think they pay out 60% of our plans,
Exactly.
So they're very, very generous and very fair. I understand better now the compensation plan, and I think it's much more fair because we get paid on both legs and we get paid for our work. So for me, it's that's what I love the most. And also the fact that we are debt-free. You know, coming from a company that had some debt, the fact that we are debt-free because the owners were already rich, it's amazing. So that's the thing that I love the most.
That's exactly what I wanted you to say. The founders, the people behind the company speak volumes about the future of the company, right? The tradition, the legacy that we're being able to one day pass on to our kids. Because you have 3 beautiful boys, and I'm sure they're growing up around you and Damien, and how motivating you guys are for people in the story. And I'm sure at least one of them is going to want to step into your guys' footsteps and continue the family legacy. So it's good to know that we have good founders behind our company, and that's why even at my meetings I like playing the founders video and Scott's video. So thanks for that.
Me too. I love that video. And let me tell you, when I watched that video, now that I met them personally, they are really that way, Randy and Wendy. They're so sweet and they're really that way. She's a workaholic and Randy's just the funniest guy. They're amazing. They're really like that in real life.
Yeah, it's cool when you can text or email the founder of the company and they email you back. I mean, I texted Scott today with, we had some Blue Diamonds in Germany who asked me a question about Argentina or something. I texted Scott within 5 minutes. He texted me right back with an answer. So it's really cool. All right.
Yeah.
So, okay, Stefania, what do you think about the quality of the Jeunesse products?
Well, I'm speechless, okay? I've been using all my life really good creams. I always loved, quite expensive and really good creams, and they did help, but there is nothing like the Luminous line. I mean, the serum is magical. I've been using it now for a month and a half, and my skin evened up. My lines are disappearing. I had a scar because one dog bit me when I was a baby. The scar completely faded away. My own parents cannot believe it. People around me are having effect. I mean, those are true products that really work. And the sunspots, all my life I love to get sun, and be at the beach. The sunspots are away. I've never had something like this in my life. The stem cell technology is just incredible.
Okay, good.
Incredible.
So obviously you're building a team of primarily women. That's exciting. There's also some really good men on your team as well that I've made really good friends with guys. And do you hear anything that they're saying about the Reserve product or the ANPM or the Finity? Because I'm really excited about those products. I love the Luminous and the Jeunesse line because I've been using skincare since after 30. But what about some of the other products? What is your passion behind those?
Well, funny enough, in the beginning, because, I'm a big fan about Monavi Active, right? So in the beginning, I wasn't a little convinced about Reserve. But because Reserve, you can take it with you everywhere. I'm always traveling. I was forced to start to drink Reserve. And the guys, they love it. I love it. The energy, the well-being, you can feel it after a week you're using it. And also the AM, the PM. I mean, I just live so much better. Like, I'm using all the products. The only product I still cannot tell you that I feel a difference because I'm taking it for too little, it's Finity. But everything else, I have a guy, he's a professional boxer. And he says that there is nothing, and he always took really good supplements, you know, they have to take care of that. And he says there is nothing like the vitamins in the AM and PM and Finity as well. I mean, he loves it. So, yeah, I'm
cool.
very, very excited. Yes.
Very good. You know, incredible. The cool thing, Stefania, is when you start talking about it, people want it. You know, I mean, when you were just talking about Reserve, I went and grabbed open a gel pack real quick, took one down in 55 seconds. I mean, the compatibility, the way that it's just, you can make it very available to you, take those packs around like you talked about, you're right. And it's always important, obviously, to share the science, to talk about the products, to teach people how to use them, because then you're going to get people using all of the products. So, okay, thank you for that. All right, and we have people that are actually trying to get on the lines right now, and both lines are busy. So if any of you guys are texting your teammates, let them know this call is being recorded. Early bird gets the worm, so congratulations to all you guys that got on the call. All right, so, okay, Stefania, so what is your strategy in building your business? What strategy are you using right now to really build your business? Because you had to just totally start from scratch and just go for it. And I saw you just instantly, not even take a breath, you went out and just started working. So what's your strategy?
Well, first of all, you have to work hard. You need to understand that you need to sacrifice in the beginning, sacrifice your time, sacrifice some money, sacrifice some fun to really have success later on. But, I mean, what is it a year or two in your life if you can then live free for the rest of your life? And I always say that, you know, I'm not an accountant, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a doctor. And look at the amount of money I can make, and I work when I want, where I want, and with whom I want. And this is what I love, is that I think one of the keys of my success is that I truly create a relationship with my teams. I truly care for them. And even though I don't build their business, because they have to be independent, we work together. And I support them and I put them first. I work with my heart because I know that anyway their success is going to be mine too. And we just grow together, and I can empower them because I think I have a quality where I always see something positive, something good in everyone. And when I do that, I empower that person, and some of them, you know, became leaders. I cannot say I create a leader, but I definitely help somebody to see a leader in themselves. And that's, I think, part of the key of my success.
Excellent.
And I'm also positive.
I know you're. So I think that, you know, you set the example for your team because everyone's looking at the leaders. They follow the leaders, right? And not just necessarily like you or me, because I have a huge team in depth, and a lot of them don't know who I am, you know? But they definitely follow the person that brings them into the business. So they're going to watch what you do. They're going to emulate what you do, and you're really showing them how to build a business. There are people in our team, in our company, who wonder why their teams aren't doing anything, and they don't realize that they need to look in the mirror and see what have you been doing? What goals have you set for yourself? What example have you been for the team? What have been your daily activities? Because if there aren't any and all you're doing is waiting to look at your tree every 5 minutes and log online to your virtual office, nothing's going to happen.
You know, it's funny you say that because I never, ever look at my J office. I always do that a lot. And another thing I don't do is to call the people up and tell them, oh, this week you didn't do anything. I empower them. I'm there to help them. I'm there to show them, and by giving the example and of hard work, you know, and then some of them duplicate that.
Exactly. And you know how it works. You only need a few. You only need a few to duplicate and your business is done forever.
Yes.
Right, so how would you suggest that what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to like just rebuild a team. We want to go big and we want to go fast and we want to go strong.
Yes.
How do you suggest that new people right now get started in Jeunesse? You know, how do you suggest that someone new that's going out prospecting get someone attention? How do you suggest that they get someone started in Jeunesse?
Well, honestly,
you're even talking to people right now who are on the call who haven't even started yet. They haven't even started in Jeunesse. They haven't got a kit. They haven't got product. You know, and maybe they're just getting on this call to see if they can get some wisdom from you, and maybe it can be that light bulb to say, okay, now I'm moving forward with Jeunesse. How should someone get started?
Well, right now it's a very special time. I know it's a very limited time, but we have still access to the Founder Kit. You have to understand something. For me, the Founder Kit is coming one time in a life, right? So what I love about this kit, not only that it calls you a founder and makes us a founder of a company, it's going to be a legacy company, of a company that is going to be the biggest company in the world, so can imagine to be a founder of that. But the founder kit gives you a lot of products at a better price. It gives you 1,000 CVs, so your team gets stronger. It gives you enough products for yourself, enough products to display, enough products to sell at the beginning. And on top of it, you get $250. You get that too, right, in your States, as a bonus, as an upline. So when you duplicate that in your team, then everybody's making money and everybody's happy. And we know that those products just get you can sell them in very quickly because they're so good and they finish and people want them again. So what is good about it that I see even people that cannot afford them, they pay it with their credit card and then they go out there, start selling it, and by the time that the time comes to pay with the credit card, they already have the money in their hands to pay it off. So for me personally, there is nothing better than the founder kit. Of course, then, I'm not going to stop someone that says, oh, no, but I want to start smaller. I will never lose a person. But I always tell them, this is the chance. Soon they're not going to be there anymore. And I think I have a crazy amount of founders in my team. And soon I'm going to display all their pictures and I'm going to promote them on the site because I am so proud that they trusted that. And do you know that none of them has left products? So it was the best investment of their life.
Exactly. And you know what? I know what you didn't hit on, which is important. Obviously, the Founders Kit is important because we get part of that Founders Pool, and some might not know what it is right now, but they'll understand later once people start getting those Founders checks. How important was it for them to spend that additional $900 on top of the Ambassador Kit?
Yes.
But the overrank to Sapphire, like these kits are important because when those Founders Kits are gone, they're going to have to still enroll with these other kits. So why is it important that, people are overranking themselves just for a limited time at Sapphire, I know this Founders gets them a Sapphire for 6 months.
The Founders makes a Sapphire for 6 months, exactly. And of course, I took that for granted, but I forgot that there are people that don't know the fact that we get the Founders Pool. I mean, later on, there is not going to be any more Founders Pool. It's only going to be for us. So it's not even in the compensation plan because it's something so special that it's only for us. So I think it's just crazy if somebody doesn't even do an upgrade. I've been convinced a few people that did not trust me in the beginning or did not want to do it because they were afraid to spend, it's around, $2,000 in the States. And now they're doing an upgrade. Now they're saying, okay, I already sold what I have. I'm buying the Founders. And we have to do that manually because they cannot order it online. But we're really helping them to understand that the Founders Pool is extra money for the rest of your life. Amazing.
Okay, so how would someone do an upgrade? How do you do that?
Well, I send everything to Daniel and he takes care of it, but it has to be done manually. We do that with Carla. Kind of.
So if someone upgrades, do they still spend the $2,000? They have to upgrade.
Yes. No, they cannot. Yeah, but you understand that some people enter with a small kit and they already sold everything, and now they're like, okay, let's go Founder, but they cannot order it online alone, so we do that manually. But Kyle Copeland for Europe, he said, okay, of course, because he explaining, I'm so sorry, I know you're breaking the rules here, but please, these people changed their mind and made a mistake, and they go Founders now, and they are. I mean, Kyle, I have so many Founders, you have no clue.
Okay, that's incredible, Stefania, and it doesn't surprise me at all. They're following your lead. Okay, so the Founders Kit, obviously, and that overranking is perfect. Okay, so hey, what motivates you? Like, what's your motivation? We talk about the why. Like, what's your motivation to go out and work hard and, like you said, sacrifice of your time? You have 3 little boys at home, and you're traveling too. And I know that you're at home with them a lot. I see you guys take them on trips and stuff, which is cool. But so, what's your motivation to go out and make this business happen?
Well, in the beginning, it was definitely about my boys and about giving back to them the lifestyle we once had. When I started Mona V, I was completely broke. And I needed to change my life. And for me, my why was them. I would come back home completely tired, didn't feel to get on the phone, didn't feel to send out emails. I just wanted to lie on the sofa and watch a movie. But then I would kiss them goodnight, and I would look at them in the eyes, and I was like, okay, what are we going to eat next month? Let me work now. So there were definitely the reason why I worked so hard, and I also traveled. And I have to say that it wasn't always easy because with 3 kids, sometimes I would feed them conflicts at night, or, they would sleep in dirty sheets for a while because I didn't have a way to really look after them. But we did that together. They used to come to meetings with me and sleep on the chairs. But at the end of the day, they were my why. Today, thank God, I live in a big villa and the network marketing really paid off and all the time of sacrifice really paid off. Now my why is more about helping the people that believed in the dream, believed in me at the time, and helping them achieve what I achieved or even more. I mean, I have people in my team that I think are better than me, and this is what I love about the business. Great. Better people than me, I'm happy. Great. Overtake me. That's what I love about it.
Pass me up, exactly. So, okay, and I see you, out doing conference calls, and you're out sponsoring people. I see when you post pictures when you're doing one-on-ones. But one of the most important part of this business is actually doing meetings, whether it's online or offline. What do you think about doing meetings? And does that play a critical part in you building a business?
100%. No meetings, no volume. It's 100%. You can make one-on-ones, but you also need to make a weekly meetings, and you need to make your leaders do the same and duplicate that. So sometimes I do travel around Italy and around Germany, and now we were in the UK and, and then of course Dubai. But I also empower my team to do the same. And every time there is a meeting, I just finished a meeting now. We were 60 people. Small meeting in a house, in a beautiful villa here outside Milan. And of course people signed up. And so if you don't make a meeting, you cannot help the people that just started. And in the meeting, they can bring their guests and you can help them. And then I also make sure that all the distributors, even if they have no guests, they need to come to learn. Because by the time they come, by the time they hear it 5 times, they will be able to do the same, So
exactly.
Meetings.
So do you think that Jeunesse makes it duplicatable for all of us to be able to do a meeting? Like, do they offer some tools? How do they do it?
I love it. I mean, we have the presentations, which are amazing. And, then we have the incredible tool of Ageless. I mean, with Ageless, even if you can't speak, you just need to put that on one eye, and people will believe what you say. You know what I mean? So it's so easy to even make people go crazy throughout the meeting because of Ageless. Ageless is an incredible product to recruit, an incredible product to use in meetings, and to shock the people with this product. It's incredible. 2 minutes.
Okay. And you were talking about how you just had a meeting, and of course people signed up. What do you do to get people to sign up? You guys have I know that you guys have high energy. You're always positive.
Yeah.
So what is, do you guys have a call to action at the end? Do you require the people who invited their guests to, hey, go call them to action, get them started, give them an app? What do you do?
Yeah. Well, what I do at the end of the meeting, I say to them, listen, you guys, you have nothing to lose in this business. All you have to do is to get some products and get started, and we can make history together. Come on, let's sign up. Look what this did to me or to the person. And if, when I wasn't successful, because now it's much easier. They just Google you, Google me, and they go like, oh, so that's true. But in the beginning, I was making no money. And I told people, come on, let's go and change our lives together. Let's do this. Let's sign up. Let's sign up. People are afraid to let people sign up. Come on, let's sign up.
You empowered them to build something together with you. Let's create our own legacy. Let's create our story, right?
Yes, and also I have an attitude, without being arrogant, of saying like, hey, you would be crazy not to do this. This is all right. This is amazing. This is a one-time opportunity. The train will go by. In 5 years, everybody will know about Jeunesse, and all your friends will be in. Come on, let's do it now. Let's go. And there is a sense of urgency, but at the same time, people are excited. And I think people can see in my eyes, the light and the stars when I talk about the product, when I talk about the business, because obviously it did change my life. But when I didn't have that success, I trusted your success, and I believe one day I can do it too,
Awesome.
And then I also say, if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Exactly, right? And when I was 26 years old, that was my story. I mean, Stefania, you saw my Black Diamond documentary. I was a young kid, I had my hat out backwards, walking through my house.
Yeah.
I thought I knew it all, and really I didn't know anything at that point, So, I mean, but at that point, so many people were empowered to see, look at this young kid, Calvin, he was never in the industry, and like, this kid can do it, we can do it, And I know that my work started early, but still, when I joined Monavi, I had to go out and meet new people. You know, I got through my friends and family who didn't do anything, and I met new people, and I made it happen. But okay, thank you for that. All right, so let's see, what do you think the most important rank to help people achieve is in Jeunesse? What do you think the most important rank is in this company?
I don't know if you will agree with me, because we didn't talk about this interview before, but I would say Sapphire. Is that, do you think
good. That's the foundation. I mean, you're smart.
Yeah,
we're both
the start.
obviously on the same page. Of course it's Sapphire. And why is that?
Well, first of all, because you have to go out there and find 12 people that want to join the business with you. I would suggest to find 20, because then of those 20, probably not everybody will go on, but at least find 12 people. And then you have to help those 12 people, and this is the part that I love the most, to go executive, to find 2 people, one on the left and one on the right. And if you're able to do that, you're able to build a huge team. And it's not complicated.
Okay, and then what about the auto ship portion of the business? Why is auto ship so important? You have so many people that build the business and they sign people up. They forget the most important part. This is about residual income. It's not about making $200 or $100 or $50 up front.
No.
The auto ship, we have products that work. We're already buying stuff every single month outside of this business.
Yeah.
It makes sense, obviously, to find a product we want to take every month and stick to it, you know? So why is auto ship so important?
Well, I always say like this, auto ship is the heart of the business. And I always tell people like that. First of all, think about it. The company wants to make sure that we are not hypocritical and that we promote these products, but we don't use them. So the first thing we need to be is to be clients, okay? And the auto ship makes sure that we have our monthly, products to use, okay, as a family. Obviously, they say 60 CV, but I always try to put them on 300, 250, or even more auto ship, because of course the family needs different things, right? Or even the single person, you need more things. So the auto ship is a must, and then I also make them understand that if one day they have 200 people, then those 200 people will be on auto ship. They will have a residual and secure income for everybody. So we all need to be on auto ship to make our money, but auto ship is not something like, oh no, I have to buy this every month. This auto ship should make us super happy, because without auto ship we wouldn't have residual income and an easy business. It makes it easy.
Hey, so do you think it's easier for people to sponsor distributors and customers in this company than in your last company? Do you think this business is a lot easier to find distributors? What do you think?
Yes, it's a joke. This is funny you're saying that, because one of the first things I always say on the phone with my leaders when I call them up, I say, how easy is that? And they go like, I know, it's crazy. Like I said before, you know, first of all, it's very sad, but people still care more about the outside appearance than even the inside supplements on your body. And even though the blend is amazing, and you know how Monavi, I love it, and all the rest of the VidaCell and Reserved and all the other, they're incredible. They take some time to show the results. And with the serum and ageless you need 2 minutes, and the serum you need 10 days. So this product just makes it so much easier than to explain for 20 minutes what's the acai berry and what's inside, you know? So it's
exactly.
I mean, if we made it with Monavi Mint, we can do it so much easier with Jeunesse. It's incredible.
Okay, good. Perfect. So, hey, why do you truly? Well, I want to make. Obviously, I know you believe your team is strong, but why do you think our team is so strong and we are so bonded the way we are? You know, why do you think we have such a strong team?
Well, because we're built on values. The day that I saw you in Warsaw and I saw you on stage, and the way you spoke and the way you also glorified God and the way you put your trust in God and in the family and the examples you guys give, and I hope that I'm doing the same, and my husband is the most honest person in the world. We are built on values. We build on being ethical. You know, when people want to jump teams, we're the first ones to say, hey, stay where you are. We want to help you. We are being honest and truthful. So I think this really starts with you, Calvin. And then I have to say, in general, we have just incredible people, incredible friendships. I mean, I'm friends with people you have in the States from your team. You know, I'm friends with them, and we love each other thanks to Facebook and friends all over the world. You know, I think it's a very strong team. I think we really are the best team.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. We're creating good people, you know, and the fact that
Yes.
we are the way we are, and that the fact that we're becoming the people we are, we're attracting the right people to our business. There are other teams who can attract a certain type of person, but when you look at our team, you can see a common thread between all of us. It doesn't matter what country we're from. When we're all together in one place, like we were in Vegas, and we're all the same. We're all the same
Yes.
common thread, and that speaks volumes when people look at our team. And we always get complimented on our team and everything else.
Yes.
And I know that you know that too.
Yes. I love that.
So, Stefania, why do you believe this industry is the way it is? Why do you believe this industry is such an incredible industry?
Oh, it's a dream. But first of all, the fact that you don't have a boss, for me, I'm a free spirit, it's a dream. The fact that I can work where I want, when I want, with whom I want. The fact that I can travel. The fact that I choose my limits. The fact that I can work with my friends, and then by helping others, I get blessed. So I'm a blessing to them, and they're a blessing to me. The fact that you meet new friends, like we said before, and we're part of this team. It's for me, it's like, how can you do anything else? How can you do anything else than network marketing? You know, it's a dream.
Exactly. Okay, good. So, and I know that on the path that I've laid for you here through the series of questions has been positive, you know, and obviously because everything is positive and you're a positive person. But I want to kind of have you go deep within yourself, and I want people to know, you know, the story of becoming a successful person, because you you can write a book on your life, and that would be a top seller, you know, just like any successful person. Has. I love watching documentaries on television, whether it's an athlete or an actor or somebody in a business who's been successful. I love watching the story of who they were and how they got to where they are right now. I want you to kind of just really quickly just let them know that it wasn't just a straight shot from 0 to 100 at being the successful person in network marketing. Like, did you have any pitfalls? Did you have any troubles? Did you did you have some ups and downs, and how did you overcome it?
Okay, first of all, let me tell you that I was, at the time that I started to go serious with network marketing, I was going through a tough divorce. I lost my home, I lost my cars, I lost my family. It was, I met my sweetheart when high school sweetheart when I was 15. We got married. And I was going through a very difficult time. So I wasn't that happy and that positive like I can be today. But I made a decision that I was not going to be stuck in that way and that my life was going to change. I looked one day in the mirror and I said, I'm not going to be here forever. And on top of it, I had started Monavi before that with a friend, but then because of and we also achieved quite a good success, but because of the divorce, I even lost that position. So everything that I had built up to there, I lost it. And when I started again, I was afraid. I thought I wasn't able to do it. I thought I couldn't do it another time, and that all my contacts were already enrolled in the other side. And it was very, very, very hard. And I wanted to quit. I remember I wanted to quit twice already. But then something inside of me always told me, never quit, never quit, never quit. Your time will come. So I understand that out there are people that maybe have been trying for years and things don't work. Well, the beauty of this business that sometimes what doesn't happen in 3 years can happen in a day. You can find the right people, and you can make that click in your head, and you can turn into the leader that you want to be and just make it happen. So it wasn't easy, and my parents were against me. My own brother was against me. They were not supportive. I had 3 kids in the house that needed me. But when you make that decision that nothing will stop you and that you will make it and that you choose to sacrifice some time and work hard, it will pay off. Eventually, it will pay off. I have no doubt.
Incredible. Thank you. I just think that there's someone on this line right now that is hearing you for the first time, hearing your words, hearing how you've answered these questions, and they're going to go diamond, just from what they heard right now. When that light bulb goes off because you heard someone on stage or on a call or somewhere, and you're like, all right, now is my time. So I'm just excited for whoever is going to be listening to this call, whoever takes the time to go on and listen to the replay. So I'm just excited. So great job, Stefania. So there's 2 more questions, all right? I want to close with these questions. I want you to give advice to both the men and the women that are going to be listening to this call, and I want you to start with the men. I know it's easy to give advice to the women, but I want to know, what advice would you give to the men on this call?
Get women on your team. I'm joking. Well, we're definitely good, but no. Well, men, step up and be a leader. Step up and give the example. If you don't feel like a leader, go to read books, grow up, learn, and be the head of your team, you know? If you think about it, if I look still, the people on stage are either couples or men. So men just take over and, I love couples because the woman explains more the product and the man explains more the business. But I've seen plenty of men just be successful on their own. And, that's the advice. And of course, recruit women as well because we love the products. We naturally are product oriented. And in fact, one thing that I forgot to say that also one of the success of my team is that we put the product first. Okay, products are important. No sale of products, no volume. Okay, products need to be used, products need to be sold, so it's very, very important. But yeah, it's become a leader. For me, that's my advice to a man.
Perfect. Okay, and now.
Women?
What else? Yeah, women.
Yeah,
women. I want to. What do you want for the women that are on this call? We have a lot of men who make excuses and who find a reason not to get on the call, or who think, I already know it all, and I have my business and I have this and that and the other. I don't have to get a call to be successful. Those are the guys that will lose on our team. Because I was one of those guys that wasn't like.
Yeah, you need to be humble. You need to be humble. You know what I love? You know what I love about you? We were in Munich. Here you are what? Imperial? I mean, double diamond now for Jeunesse, right? And you were sitting, listening to executives and to some emeralds, okay, not that, and listening to them do you remember I told you, huh? Do you remember I told you that thing? I said, it's amazing. You are there taking notes when those people are talking, where in your situation, I would feel that maybe I know it all. And no, you were there learning from people that had much lower ranks. And so this is another advice that I have for men. Become more humble. You're right. Become more humble and try to understand that you need to learn. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Stefania. Okay, so now for the women, we have a lot of strong women on our team, a lot of female leaders. A lot of the women on our team are stronger than even some of the top guys on our team. So
I know. I'm one of them.
I know that exactly, of course. The leadership will definitely shift with this company, and it's the people who really take advantage and are all in for the products. But now I want you to shift your mindset to the women. What advice can you give to the women now before we close out this call?
Yeah, well, first of all, women power girls. Let's show the guys what we can do, okay? We are made for this business. We love to talk. We love to communicate. We love to mingle around people. We love the beauty and the products. Let's go and do it. Be strong. Don't be afraid of anything. And think about it. Even if you don't have kids today, this is the best job. You can be with your children and still work. I remember recruiting people on Skype in Mexico while I was in my living room with my boys playing next door. I remember taking my kids on trips thanks to network marketing. So women, just understand this is the business for us. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that 80% of the women in the United States that make more than $100,000 a year is in network marketing. Let's make that numbers even more higher. Let's make that $500,000 a year. Girls, we can really do it. We can choose the man. We can show the man what we can do. We're stronger. That's why we can have babies. Men can't have babies because we're much stronger.
Exactly.
The world would be ended if man should have a child.
Exactly. I mean, it's proven in my household that women are stronger. I watch what my wife does every single day, taking care of the kids, training for fitness, and she's out right now sharing 7-day sample packs with people in Orange County right now. I mean, she does it all. Superwoman, just like you. So you're right.
She's amazing. I love Shannon. She's amazing. I just have to start to work out more like her. She looks incredible. But you're working hard out there, and we appreciate. She admires your work ethic. She definitely wants to get on your level. That's why she's working so hard right now. So thank you for setting the example, not only for my wife, but for so many women in this industry, and also for a guy like me, for people like you said. I'm a student. I'm watching everything you do. I'm learning everything you're doing. Just even like your husband, we're all learning from each other. That's the greatest thing about this business. But Stefania, let these people know on the phone how they can reach out to you and watch what you're doing. Do you have a Facebook page? Do you have a fan page? Yes, I have a Facebook page, Stefania Lo Gatto Fire and Daniel Fire. But problem about my private page instead that it's completely, you can follow me and I will always post public, but I'm full with friends. I cannot accept friends anymore. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but you know the coolest thing? On Facebook now, you can go, they can actually follow you. So they can go on there, instead of requesting, they can follow you and they'll still get your updates. That's the coolest thing.
Yeah,
you can
and they can still write me.
They can write you and message you. So obviously, don't go crazy and write Stefania all these messages or questions. We have a whole team of people who can help you with that. But obviously, we appreciate your time today, Stefania. I think you're going to help a lot of people. We want to just take off like a rocket in this business, and we appreciate your support in helping us do that. I know we're all one team, one family, one Jeunesse. And I just want to tell you, exactly, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you taking the time today to get on this call. I'm always excited to do the same thing for you, and I know Damien can do the same thing. I'll have Damien do a call probably next week for us. But
my husband is amazing, guys. Damien is amazing. I learned so much from Damien, so you have to be on that phone call. I'm sure he's going to teach you a lot. He stood up. He was a leader for me, He led me as well together with Calvin. And I was a good listener. I was like, okay, I cannot do it. So when he told me, go for the founder kit, go for it because this is right. I didn't even know if I was making more money, He told me that. I said, okay, I'll do that. When Calvin said founders kit, I did that. Duplicate your leaders. Leaders will always give you the best advice. Your success is theirs. There is no doubt in that,
Great, Stefania.
Thank you,
great.
Calvin.
No problem. Take all Stefania's advice, you guys. Adjust your sale. Let's build a big business. This call will be recorded, so we'll be able to give it to you guys as quickly as possible. Appreciate every single one of you for getting on the line. Let's all make it a point to go sapphire and then to teach others to go sapphire. One day we're all diamonds. We're all on the beach together, sipping cocktails, having a good time. And let's go, you guys.
Yes.
So thank you, Stefania.
Thank you. Big kiss from Italy. Ciao.
Thank you so much.
Ciao.
All right. See you guys soon.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.